Hey guys, the One King Sam here, and it's time for another Minecraft update video. You know, a year and a half after the last update. Mojang was seriously taking their time with this one. So, 1.9 is dubbed the Combat Update. So let's go to the Combat Update Village and check out what's new. So the first thing you'll notice is this new block. This is called a grass path. The way you make it is you take a shovel and you right click on the ground. Next up here, you see a new crop. Those are beets. You could take these beets and you can eat them just naturally, or you could put them into this crafting recipe and get beetroot soup. Also, if you put beetroot anywhere in a crafting table, you'll get a red dye. So, one big change in 1.9 is boats. They've been upgraded quite a bit. First of all, you can make them with any kind of wood now. Well, here, let me just show you. So here in my chest, just got this new oak boat here. It's fun to ride around the village river. But you know what I like more than materialistic things? The new boat turning. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of this 20 by 20 pond that I had to get installed so that I can practice my boat turning. It's like billionaire SpongeBob SquarePants says, what I learned in boating school is knowledge. And the best part is, the boat doesn't even crash when you run into a wall. So another update in 1.9 is command blocks. Now there's actually 3 different kinds of command blocks instead of just one. So obviously you have here the orange one, the impulse command block, which is just your normal command block. This purple one is called a repeating command block. It'll go 20 times a second while it's activated. Now these green ones here are called chain command blocks. You can chain these command blocks to other command blocks. Right now, only the orange one is getting powered because this lever needs to be flipped for this one to work. And this last lever needs to be flipped for the last one to work. And then it says high 1, high 2, and then a high pig appears. Hi. Yeah, stay in there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is this horse over here. It's not a regular horse, it's a skeleton trap. So randomly, horses can actually spawn as skeleton traps. And when you get within 10 blocks of them, they will first, A, turn into a skeleton horse, B, a skeleton will spawn on top of them, and C, more skeleton traps will spawn nearby. So dungeons have been upgraded. In fact, the loot in the chest actually has a specific algorithm now to be generated, meaning that if I click this set block button right here, it can randomly generate a dungeon loot chest. Now this can be used with the new status effect called luck. When you have luck, you'll have a better chance to get good items in a chest. When you have bad luck, you'll have a better chance to get bad items in a chest. Good luck and bad luck also work on mob drops and fishing. Now here's something new. Notch apples actually can't be crafted anymore. They can only be found in dungeon chests. They've also been buffed. Look how many extra hearts you get. There's a new enchantment for boots called Frostwalker. When you put Frostwalker on boots, you can walk on water. The ice you leave will eventually disappear. Alright, now let's find out why 1.9 is called the Combat Update. First of all, we're going to start with this shield. Yes, that's a real shield. So shields work just as you thought they would. You right click and you use them to block stuff, but they can also be used really well with swords now that you have a new offhand slot. And now it's in my left hand and my sword is in my right. Dodge with the shield, swing with the sword, it's perfect. You can also switch stuff to your offhand slot by pressing F. damage is also changed too. When you swing with your sword, you'll see a little tooltip next to your hotbar. This actually tells you how powered up or strong your sword is. Once the bar gets fully filled, you can swing again. Let me demonstrate on these zombies in here. So when I swing, after waiting for this bar to fill up, it does the full damage. But if I spam click, then it takes a much longer time for the zombie to die. To balance this out, axes are actually stronger than swords now, but their cooldown time is a lot slower. Okay, now we're going to jump into the end and look at the new Ender Dragon. So first of all, to preface this, I just want to say I already killed the Ender Dragon in this world, which is why the end is empty right now. As you can see, the end got a bit of an update. Now it has a circular area of pillars with the fountain in the middle. But here's a new item right off the bat. This is an end crystal. So when you want to respawn the Ender Dragon, which yes, you can respawn the Ender Dragon, you need to use this crafting recipe to make end crystals. Once you make 4 of them, you'll place it in all 4 cardinal directions of the end fountain and watch the magic happen. And the dragon is back. Now as you can see, some of the towers actually have iron bars surrounding the end crystals. So that's new. Another new thing about the Ender Dragon is the way he attacks. Now he can shoot fireballs, which puts an area effect cloud of dragon breath on the ground. You can right click this dragon breath into a glass bottle to collect it. Another way for dragon breath to be shot onto the ground is for him to actually breathe on you. Every once in a while, he'll fly onto the center fountain and perch there. This is the best time to hit him melee style, but he'll also try to breathe his dragon breath on you. To my knowledge, the dragon breath does not go away unless you capture it into a bottle. So now I'm going to take my dragon breath over to this brewing stand over here. One quick thing about brewing stands is that now you have to put in blaze powder as a fuel. So if I have splash potions inside the brewing stand when I put dragon breath in, it'll transform them into lingering potions. Lingering potions, when thrown on the ground, will create another area effect cloud just like the dragon breath, so that anytime you're standing in it, you'll get that potion. So, say I drop a regeneration lingering potion on the ground. As long as I'm standing in that area, I'll get the regeneration until the potion goes away. Another thing you could do with these lingering potions is put them in this crafting recipe. If you surround it with 8 arrows, you will get 8 tipped arrows. So in this case, I have a tipped arrow of poison, which poisons this villager. There's another kind of tipped arrow that doesn't use lingering potions. If you use this crafting recipe, you'll get a spectral arrow, which adds a glowing effect to mobs. This is kind of a bad demonstration because the villager dies, but as you can kind of see, it makes an outline go around the villager and it can be seen through walls. So obviously, since the Ender Dragon is still alive, it has its health bar at the top of the screen. Well, a new feature has been added where you could have multiple boss health bars up on the screen at the same time. So once you kill the dragon, an end gateway will appear, which will be shown with a purple beacon for a few seconds. Now this end gateway is like a portal, and the easiest way to access it is to throw an ender pearl into it. Once you go into the end gateway, you'll be transported to a whole new part of the end. The first thing you might notice are these giant purple trees. Those are called chorus plants. If you break the fruit found at the top of them, then you'll get chorus fruit from it. Chorus fruit, when eaten, will teleport you just a few blocks, kind of like an Enderman. Chorus fruit, when smelted, will give you popped chorus fruit. I'll show you more about popped chorus fruit later on. So once you're walking in the end for quite some time, you might find an end city. It's made entirely out of new purple blocks called purpur blocks. These blocks are made with this crafting recipe using popped chorus fruit. You'll also find torches throughout the entire end city, but they're not regular torches. These are called end rods. You can stand on them and they can be hung by ceilings. You can make them using this crafting recipe. So right now we're going to explore this end city. Just, let's see what's inside, right? Those are some weird blocks. Wait. Did you see that? Okay, so I'm just going to show you some of the loot that you can find in here because there's some pretty good stuff inside. Okay, someone's watching. There's someone inside that block. That's called a shulker. It actually stands for shell lurker. And they're pretty tough to beat. They're pretty strong. They shoot projectiles at you, which make you actually levitate. Keep in mind you will take fall damage from this levitation. Luckily, I made it all the way up here without actually falling. So, once you explore the end city, you might find an end ship. Head into the basement of this end ship, and you'll find 2 chests full of tons of amazing loot, like sharpness 5 swords, diamonds, and you'll also find an item frame that holds elytra wings. Now you can equip these wings just like any regular old chest plate. And if you run and jump with them, they'll make you glide. Now keep in mind while you're gliding, it's much harder to go up than it is to go down. And if you see your legs kicking, that means you're losing momentum. You can also take damage if you hit a wall while gliding. So one final thing in 1.9 is the new sounds that they added. First of all, if you go into your sounds menu, there's a new option called Show Subtitles. This will actually show subtitles in the bottom right corner of your screen for whatever sound is playing. So some of these new sounds are fence gates, trapdoors, and even witches. Yes, witches have sounds now. Chests sound different. There's actually a sound for when you place water from a water bucket. There's sounds from milking a cow. And Mojang even went into the tiniest details of little crackles from a furnace while it's cooking things. But by far, my most favorite new sound out of all of them is the rain. It's actually tolerable. In fact, I might keep the weather section in the sounds unmuted, which is saying a lot. So that's about it with 1.9. Thanks for watching my video. If you want to see more videos from me, you can check out my channel. If you haven't seen my latest video, Drowning Creepers 2016, then click here. If you want to see some cool Minecraft creations made by me, then click here. And if you haven't played my custom map block effect, I suggest you go play it now. It's pretty cool. So anyway, that was that. This is this. I'm the One King Sam, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!